What's up, everybody? This is Coach Sean, and I am back up in the locker room with another coaching video to help you along in your flag football coaching journey. So this is the route tree part 2 video where I said we would get into some more advanced things concerning the route numbers. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So the route tree. Route tree, as we went over last time, you can see each route having the path of the route you follow, the name of the route, and then it has a number. And we talked about everything else in detail other than the number last time. So what the numbers allow you to do is some particular things. You can name plays and you can call plays, whether at the line of scrimmage or in a hurry up type of situation as well. So what we want to do is talk about that. The first thing you're going to need in order to do that is some kind of number assignment scheme, which simply is how you number your routes. What I did, I've numbered my routes 0 through 8. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And what I did, I set it up so that the odd numbered routes are the routes that go to the inside, and the even numbered routes are the routes that go to the outside, with the exception of the 8, the go, the fly route. That's the only exception to that. The other thing you're going to need is a route assignment scheme. And all that is who gets what route. How do you do that? So that can be done in a couple different ways. It can be done quite a few ways, actually. There's two ways that are quite simple to use, and I'm just going to illustrate those. So let's go ahead and look at a play and how we could design those routes. So first of all, we said that you could name plays, right? So from the route assignment standpoint, what you can do is assign routes left to right, or you could assign them right to left. In either of those cases, you can give your center's route first, followed by all the receiver routes, or your center's route last after all of the receiver's routes. So for an example, with this particular play, which is one of the play I use, it's twins left empty, twins left because we have two receivers on one side of the field, one on the other, and empty because there is no running back in the backfield. And this is based on 5-on-5, and usually most of the things I go over will be using NFL flag rules also. So once again, this is your twins left empty, and now you notice that there's an 8-7-5 at the end of that. Well, as you can see in front of you, what I'm doing, at least initially, let's look at left to right. So we'll go left to right, and we'll put the center's route first. So in this case, let's say that this route the center would run, let's say that's arrow. So that's going to be arrow. So what we'll do, center first, left to right, this would be twins left, arrow, 875. Simple as that. Or you specifically, twins left empty, arrow, 875. And here you go. Arrow, 8, the go, 7, the post, 5, the dig. And of course, this is based on the route tree that I used and just showed you in the previous image. You could also put the center's route last. So in this case, we'll go left to right and put the center's route left. So it would be twins left empty, 875 arrow. So again, there's the 875 right there, and then there's the arrow. If we do it the other way, going right to left with the center's route first, then it would be twins left empty, arrow, 578. So there's your arrow, 5, 7, and 8. There's the routes assigned. And lastly, if we put the center's route last, going right to left, it would be twins left empty, 5, 78, then the arrow. So that's just your route assignment scheme. You can do whatever is easiest and best for you. It's as simple as that. That's what really this is all about, is to do what is easiest for you to learn and easiest for you to teach and for your players to learn. So what we said, you could name plays with this, and that's what we just kind of went over. You can see now how incorporating the route numbers with the formation allows you to simply name the play. It helps it be more descriptive of what the play is and what's done in the play. It can be a mouthful though if you had to say twins left empty, post, or twins left empty, go, or twins left empty, in. As you see, if you have to go through the names of the routes, and of course that's pretty obvious too, because it's not like the other team knows your route tree. So that helps with naming the plays. The other thing I said it can help with is calling plays. So from the calling play standpoint, there's a couple situations where knowing the route numbers and being able to use them will be beneficial. One of those I can think of is at the line of scrimmage. So in some cases, you may want to just go ahead and line up in a formation, and then at the line of scrimmage, once you've seen what the defense is presenting, to go ahead and then assign the routes. So that's an example where this would come in handy. So you tell your team, let's go ahead and line up in twins left. You now take a look at the defense, you see what they're presenting, and so you say, okay, I think I have a good combination for this. So now you'll just go arrow 875. It's as simple as that. You've now called a play based on what the defense is showing. The other situation is in a hurry up type of situation, whether you just want to pick up the pace and pick up the tempo, or if time is causing, maybe time's running out at the end of the half or at the end of the game and you need to move quickly. So in that case, the same thing. All you really need to do is let your players know what formation and what routes. So let's just say we just ran a play and now it's time to run the next play. Instead of huddling up, you can just say, okay, let's go twins left, empty, arrow 875. And off you go. You're running that play, and you can come right back again and do the same thing right after it. So the whole point there is that once you, as a team, can know the number to the routes, they can help you better prepare in some particular situations. However, this isn't mandatory, again, because it can be a mouthful to say twins left, empty, arrow 875. That's a lot. So I know one of the things that I will do too, depending on my team, if my team can handle this, then we'll go ahead and use this. One of the things and simplest ways would be the wristband. The wristband helps because the plays are on the wristband, and once you indicate which plays to be called, every player has it on their wrist. You run the play. It's pretty quick to do. Another thing I like to do as well is just have the plays on a sheet, call the players over to the sideline, and then call the play that way. What that allows you to do is tweak certain things. So maybe you saw that the last time you ran a play that the DB on the offensive right side. So in the case, the DB that was over here, that 5 seems to have an advantage with speed. So what you could do, you could come over and call this play and say, hey, Red, I don't want you to do the in. Instead, let's go ahead and have you do a go. So in that case now, we've done a tweak that would have been a little harder to do going with the wristband. And so it's much easier to do little tweaks like that. You could even, on the center in this case, you could say, hey, instead of doing the slant out, let's have you do just an out. So this time you'll go up the field and then out instead of just slanting out. So when you call people over, that's the kind of flexibility you have there. But simply, that's it in a nutshell. That's all I wanted to go over, was just these few scenarios where actually using the numbers could be beneficial. So that's it for this video. Definitely like, subscribe to the channel. Please leave comments. Let me know if this is helpful to you, and if there's other things too you'd like to hear about. Definitely click on the notification bell as well. That way when new videos go up, you can be notified. And always remember that competence breeds confidence.